Yeah, I can feel the air up there. When I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. I can feel the air up there. When I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. Yeah. Alright guys, welcome back. Another episode of Hoops and Brews. We back again. This time it's me and Scott.
What's going on?
Shout out Scott. We are watching currently the Charlotte Hornets
and the
Atlanta Hawks playing game. It's 10-10. When you see this, it'll be the next day. Because clearly I'm running the boards. Wasn't trying to also do that and go live. I know some of you guys were not complaining, but like we had some sound issues last time because the internet was tripping. But whatever, we're back. Playoffs are almost here.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I think this playoffs is, like I've been saying, it's gonna be generational. I think it's a lot of good teams. Like I feel like this is the first time I could legitimately talk myself into 4 teams winning the championship, which the NBA is not known for its parity.
Which 4 teams can you talk yourself into?
Milwaukee,
right?
Phoenix,
right?
Golden State,
right?
And Brooklyn,
right?
Them the 4.
Fair. Nah, yeah, I think it's a lot of intrigue. For one, like the Nets are a 7 seed. I think Nets Celtics, that's like spoiling us. That's like a conference.
Really
That's like a conference finals that we're getting in literally the first round.
Yeah.
I think like even like if it's Clippers Suns, that's a great like that. That was the conference finals last year.
Exactly.
Clippers, that was conference finals last, and literally basically same team, same roster. Ain't really nothing changed, obviously because Kawhi's not here. So for the most part, it's the same roster from last year for both teams. Yeah. For the most part, couple additions here and there, but kind of the same rosters.
I will argue this roster's better than that team last year.
Who? This Clippers roster? For sure. The
only difference is PG still not in full, form.
Full form.
It took him 2.5 quarters. I was like, man, we got pandemic P back again. What's going on? Like PG, my man. I gotta be one of the few Paul George fans on planet Earth, but like I'm a big PG guy. I feel like he's underrated.
I remember when we just had the Jimmy Butler PG arguments, and you were on the
at
side
the
of Jimmy
time.
Butler.
I believe Jimmy Butler's better than Paul.
At the time, you were wrong. At the time, you were wrong. At the time, you did that. At the time.
Hey man, I stood by it at the time. Jimmy used to always put the bangs on PG when we would play the Pacers, man.
Shout out Chicago Bulls, Jimmy Butler.
Shout out Chicago Bulls. He does not score like that anymore.
Nah, he still averaged 20, bro.
Okay, but I've seen Jimmy have a couple 30-point games.
Yeah, I saw him have 50 against, I think it was Philly a couple years ago.
Yeah,
he had 50.
He hit a couple game winners. Like, Jimmy wants to be Draymond Green so bad. Like, as far as, like, but it's like you get paid too much to not be scoring more than 20 points a game.
That's his. Jimmy's job is to score and also play great defense, which is what he does.
Yeah, but this is why I don't have them. I don't give a damn about their record. They be like Miami this, Miami that. Like, who's gonna go bucket for bucket in the games? It ain't gonna be Jimmy.
I disagree with you. Like again, I've had this argument with Miami about Miami a lot. Is that number one, their defense is so good they might not have to worry about literally going bucket for bucket with people.
If you're playing a top team in the East, you're gonna have to go bucket.
Yeah, but they have like you got Tyler Hero, you got Jimmy, you got Oladipo, you have Lowry. Like you have people who you can go to for a bucket, who you can lean on for maybe one to 2 minutes.
By committee ain't gonna win you a championship. Like,
I mean, I don't think they're a championship team, but I think they can get to the finals.
Nah, man.
I think they would lose to whoever they
get
play when they got there.
By the Bucks, bro. They get banged on by the Nets, I believe too.
I don't think they. I
love Jimmy, man. Jimmy's my guy. I don't dislike Kyle Lowry. I know that's your man's.
Shout out Kyle Lowry.
Probably the Raptors had a little Kyle Lowry statue. I get it, but it's like
they really have a Kyle Lowry statue.
Yeah, it's like
he should.
I get it.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I don't know if it's a real one or just the one they had out for that day.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He is, unfortunately. Like if we go off the way basketball,
he's a Hall of
Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
DeMar's gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know if DeMar's gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
DeMar has a better Hall of Fame case than Kyle Lowry.
He doesn't have a ring.
Okay, outside.
But look. I think DeMar's Bulls career, like this. I think when he was
a 5-time All-Star.
Yeah, I think he's like a couple-time All-NBA. I think DeMar's
All-NBA,
I think DeMar's Bulls career is what's gonna get him in the Hall of Fame.
He's gonna be a Hall of Fame when he's getting his jersey retired with Toronto.
As he should.
But I know the Raptors had no retired numbers.
Yeah,
because VC would at least be retired.
Vince just retired.
He did just retire.
Like they should have. He just retired and they were in Toronto last year.
You're in Florida last year. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it should be VC. I believe.
They went Louisville, right?
No, they was in Florida last year.
It was in Tampa.
Yeah, it was in Tampa. It was. I believe it should be VC, Bosh, Lowry, and DeMar. Kawhi probably gonna get.
He should get it retired.
He should get it retired because he's responsible for the only championship. He was literally there 1 year. But he'll probably get it retired. Like,
he should get it retired.
Like I don't really. Yeah, I'm with you. You're right because I don't really care about length of you being there. Like somebody tried to argue me down that KD was wrong about him getting his jersey retired as a Warrior.
Why?
Like,
what do you mean?
They have 2 rings, 2 finals with people. What we talking about? Andre Iguodala is probably gonna get his jersey
outside
retired.
of Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry. He's the best Warrior. No, Rick Barry too. He's the 4th best Warrior ever.
Yeah, and it's just like also
he's
like
the 4th best. Like he's
bro,
getting jersey retired.
He won 2 finals MVP.
And he was there for 3 years, bro. That's a solid amount of time.
They went to 3 straight finals.
Yeah, it's a solid amount of time.
If he don't fucking die, they 3-peat.
I still don't think they 3-peat.
Bro, if Klay don't die, and I don't know that Toronto wins a game 7. I really don't.
No, if it goes to game 7, they wasn't gonna win.
That
if
was
it goes
game
to game 7,
6.
they wasn't gonna win. That was game 6. But I thought they were gonna win that game though.
If Klay didn't, Klay was cooking.
He was cooking. If they
hold on that game and go to game 7, I don't think they win. I really don't.
Yeah, if it goes 7 games, they're not win. But I always had to say Raptors in 6. Like there were reasons why I said Raptors in 6. Yeah, but
if KD was there, there wasn't gonna be no Raptors in 6. It'd have been Warriors in 5.
But my thing about KD being there the whole time was like KD wasn't gonna be there and be KD. I didn't think it was possible with the calf strain. Speaking of calf strains, Luka Doncic's calf strain. Apparently, I think they just said he's gonna try to play.
I'm hurt.
You hurt?
Luka, my dog, man. Luka's probably like if I had to put together my top 5 youngins that like I'm big fans of. Luka's number 1. Ant's in there. I love LaMelo. Would we still consider Trey part of the new school?
Yeah, he ain't even 25 yet.
That's right. Trey and Ja. I love me some Ja. I'm still a big Zion guy too. I'm not giving up on my man Zion yet. You know, he just got to actually play. But I'm hurt for Luka. I'm a Luka stan because it's like I really felt like they had a chance to get to the conference finals this year.
I think they had a chance to get to the finals. Honestly,
they weren't gonna beat Phoenix, but they
could beat Phoenix.
I don't think they can beat Phoenix or Golden State in the series, bro.
The thing about but my thing with Luka is I think in any series, Luka can quite possibly be the best player on the court.
Yeah, Luka's not the issue. It's the others to beat.
But
them.
I think they got others now though.
They have others not to beat the Warriors and the Suns, but they got others.
I mean, if Steph is 100% healthy, no. But is Steph 100% healthy? Is Draymond 100% healthy?
They're only really gonna need Steph to be 100% healthy to beat like the fucking Suns. Like honestly, they can get away with the 70-80% Steph against anybody else. I'm not that high on Memphis like anybody else is. I love Ja, but it's like they're still a very
Memphis got to
team.
show me.
Right, exactly. They're a young team.
Me.
You got to show me. Like I don't care about how good your bench was. I remember 2010, 2011. I remember how the bench mob.
Talking about the Bulls.
Yeah, and then the playoffs start. I told you.
They did go to the conference finals, though.
They did. It was a good season. But look, I'm tell you, as a Bulls fan, how I knew that we weren't going to beat Miami. I just never admitted it. When D-Rose got the drugs put on him on his MVP night, Jeff Teague went crazy.
He was like, yeah, nah.
And they Atlanta won by like 10. I was like,
nah, this ain't
happening,
This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it.
Bro, and then like at the game 1, I've never seen. I think the only game 1 I can remember where like everybody like went crazy is probably like AI stepping over Lou. The way the Bulls beat the shit out the Heat, I was like, bro, we win this all year.
When Taj dunked the shit out of D-Wade, he dunked the shit
I
out of
was
D-Wade.
at my cousin's house out in the Hornets.
The city was turned. The city was up.
Yeah, we had a barbecue. I was like, it's all you, G7 coming home.
No.
So, nope.
No.
Nope.
And never been
that
back.
could have been a longer series, but this is why I never forgive Lou Aldane. For game 4, it went to overtime. D-Rose had like 45. He was nowhere to be found in overtime. He had no help, G. Like, he was going 1-on-5, G. It was ridiculous. And Bosh was just – the X factor in that series, Bosh was sending Boozer to hell, bro.
I will never forget.
You gonna keep bringing this up.
You said this shit.
This was said out of anger.
Shit. I would never forget. We was driving to what was it? Arts and Media Management.
Yeah, we was going to class.
We was driving to Arts and Media Management.
Both of us had summer classes there.
I was like, yeah, the Bulls got. I was like, yeah, the Bulls got Boozer, but the Heat got Bosh. He was like, fuck Bosh, Boozer better.
I only said that. Okay, let's be clear. I only said that because I was hurt, man. It had nothing to do. I knew Bosh was better than fucking Carlos Boozer, bro. I was hurt.
To be fair though, but Carlos Boozer at the time he was a 20-10 guy.
That's the thing about
when he got signed, he was a 20-10 guy.
Boozer did what he was paid to do.
Like, yeah, he didn't have a bad Bulls career.
Yeah, but you got to look at maybe now. This is also this is 12 years ago. I was 21. God damn, I was 21 years old. Like my basketball knowledge isn't as on par as it is now. You know what I'm saying? So now I probably would look at that like I would have never picked us against the Heat. Like if I'd have the way I watch basketball now. At that time we didn't. I didn't know anybody who had league pass in 2010. Like
league pass wasn't really like people just didn't have.
League pass you had to watch whatever games was in your fucking market.
Facts, people didn't really have league pass back then.
And he actually did his job. This is the same booze that he was in Utah.
The only difference was the fact that Utah ran a pick and roll offense. So obviously, and he was a small. He wasn't a big power forward. He was a smaller power forward. So we needed a lot of jumpers. D Rose wasn't really a pick and roll point guard like that. But he averaged a double. I think every single year, didn't he?
Yeah, it was. He averaged 20.
It was never 20. It was 18 and 10. I think
he averaged 20 with the Bulls.
I don't think that ever happened.
I think his first year with the Bulls, he averaged 20. I could be wrong. You might be. I think it was 20, not 22. I think it was 20 on the nose. I could be wrong, but that team kind of reminds me of this Memphis team. Deep team. They play defense. They love each other. They love each other. 60 something. They had 56 wins. The Bulls had 62. A coach who's good.
His first year here, he was 17 and 10, basically.
Okay. Lovable guys on the team, great fan base, MVP. And y'all got to stop. I love Ja, man. Stop the Derrick Rose shit. I get really offended, when people try to compare anybody to D Rose.
I get the point, but, no.
And maybe just because I'm from Chicago, so I'm a little more
I do get the point, but, no.
I get it, but no. Ja's cold, but Derrick was another beast, bro. I'm not gonna name the NBA player who said this, but I have people who said that one of these players who actually plays for a Hall of Fame point guard said that they're lucky that Derrick Rose didn't get hurt. This guy's playing in the playoffs right now. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'll tell you all when we're
if D Rose doesn't get hurt, he'll probably be the best point guard arguably ever.
Yeah.
Steph Curry doesn't exist.
Yeah, and it's I 100% agree. 100% agree. And so it's that's how they kind of remind me of that team. Was you got to prove it to me. And like you said, they made the Eastern Conference Finals.
They made the Conference Finals.
And we can always sit up here. A lot of that, as much shit as I give guard packs, and they were terrible. But you were right.
They weren't really as bad as you.
They were god awful.
No, they weren't.
There were so many blown picks, so many bad trades.
The worst thing they did was probably the LaMarcus Aldridge, Tyrese Thomas thing.
That was god awful.
That's probably the worst thing that they did. But to be fair, did you watch that tournament, the NCAA tournament?
Bro, I seen.
But did you watch the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I watched the NCAA tournament.
Tyrese Thomas was balling.
Yeah, but I knew he didn't have the skill set of LaMarcus Aldridge. He didn't.
I think if Tyrese Thomas plays in this league, he works better.
Oh, for sure. But
I just think that in that league, it was
that
just.
That was 2006.
Yeah, that was a weird transition. I feel from 08 to 2012 was a weird.
There's a lot of people.
We
be looking at Tony Kukoc the way we look at Luka damn near if he played in today's league.
Luka is strong, but we'll be looking at him a lot differently than we looked at him back then. Kukoc was
I don't
hard.
think people understand how much Kukoc's game he toned down to play with.
No, facts. He was hard. Kukoc was hard.
Mike and them. But it's
hard.
That was a bad trade. The fucking Tibbs told them to draft Draymond Green over fucking Marcus Teague, bro. They said fuck it.
Okay, that's fair.
There's a lot more.
But also those are second round picks though.
It don't matter. Second round picks matter. Bobby Portis is a great player now.
Yes.
And you let him walk. You didn't pay him.
He's a good player.
But you need a good rotational player on your team.
I feel
they kept Nico Mirotic. Where the fuck is Nico Mirotic?
Because Bobby P stole him and sent him back to Europe. Nico was decent though, G.
Nico was never decent.
He was decent.
Nico's never.
Y'all told me he was dirt. In that month of March.
I didn't say
in that month of March, his rookie season.
You keep
that month of March when he was balling. He was after 15 points. We got the new dirt.
I'll take the Laurie shit. I said that. I didn't say that about Nico Mirotic. I said that was his comparison. I saw Nico hoop for a month and I was out. Nico was nice. I gave Laurie way, and actually to be fair to Laurie's actually contributing to
I told you he's gonna have a 14-year career. He's Damian Marshall 2022. He 2022 Damian Marshall.
2022 Damian Marshall. They didn't want to trade Damian Marshall to get Dwayne Wade. That was part of the deal.
Nasty.
That was part. Miami would have went back for the Damian Marshall. That's what Pat Riley wanted to do.
But to be fair, Kirk Heimer was probably one of the better college point guards at that point in time. And he had a very solid Bulls career.
Okay, but that's not the problem, though. You had a deal, though.
Yeah, but we could just draft Kirk.
What are you talking about?
We could just draft Kirk.
No.
Like Kirk was
about
decent.
Tournaments.
I feel you, but Kirk was but did Kirk win the national championship that year?
It wasn't because of him.
No, did they play? No. Melo won, but did they play
won.
Kansas?
Yeah, he was good in college, but he didn't have the tournament that D Wade had.
Okay, yes. Look, what I'm saying is this: every organization has things that
but Bulls, the Garpax got a shitload of them, bro.
But also, it was last year was just unfortunate, bro. You draft Jay Williams.
That's my point, though.
You draft Jay Williams. Jay Williams destroys himself.
And also that's also why players love Jerry Reinsdorf. Jerry Reinsdorf paid Jay Williams every penny of his contract.
Shout out him.
And that's why you never hear him saying anything negative about the Bulls, like because Reinsdorf could have been like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, he did not have to pay him that money.
You violated contract, but it's like that's what I was gonna say. Well, yeah, they made some fuck ups, but also the whole Bulls window got derailed by Derrick's knee.
Derrick Rose.
You know, it had
the first year of his max deal, he missed.
Yeah, like 2011, 2012, and the thing about the ACL, he missed half the season. It was a 60-game season. He missed like 35 to 40 games that year.
Yeah, he did.
And that first playoff game was his first game back in like 2 months. Like, a lot of people forget that.
Yeah, because for the turf toe, right?
And that's why everybody was mad about him keeping him so long. This is his first game back. You're up by 15. Sit him.
To be fair, though.
Yes. Who's going to come back?
But I'm just saying it.
It was 2 minutes left.
It was like 12, G.
No, he didn't take him out that early. It was
No. Like they were up 12 with about 2 minutes left. They were probably going to win, yes.
12 with 2 minutes left, you can sit.
You can.
And if they cut it to 4, all right, we'll put you back in. Or if they get close to like 7, cool.
You can, but in the playoffs with 2 minutes left, you probably run that fight for the rest of the game.
You got a guy who's missed that much time, first game in like 2 months, you can afford to sit him down.
You just said he had no help, G.
12 points? This isn't LeBron James on the court. This is Lou Williams.
I feel you, but it was going to happen eventually. With the way he played, it was going to happen eventually.
It was going to happen eventually. The thing with Derrick wasn't just ACL. It became other injuries that became a problem.
For sure.
Because he didn't fuck that knee up ever again. That one was fine.
Yeah,
it was the other knee.
Meniscus.
So it was a mix. The Bulls window was fucked with bad decisions by the front office and unfortunate injury. It just is what it is. But
I still feel like it was more so unfortunate than bad decisions.
I'm 60% because even 2012, right? You come into 2011, 2012. I know we had this Richard Hamilton, Jamal Crawford debate all the time. Now, I'm not saying Jamal Crawford would have been the guy who take the team over the top, but that was Richard Hamilton's corpse out there.
Gee, do you want a backcourt of Jamal Crawford and Derrick Rose? We're scoring.
That's what we needed.
No, I'm scoring on you. For every point you're going to give up.
That team defense was good enough to have that. You can get away with that. The team defense was good enough to get away with that, bro.
I don't know about that, dog.
Yes, it was, bro.
I don't know about that, dog.
This team won like 55 games without Derrick. Like, they had a good team.
They had a
defense.
very good, solid team.
Yeah. So it's like all you needed was the same guy. Like, okay, let's just say give Derrick Zach LaVine now. Like,
I mean, well, yeah, but Zach LaVine is a whole other different animal.
Or even if Jimmy would have been able to grow up a couple years earlier.
Yeah, that's a whole other different animal, though.
I'm just saying, the biggest thing was he needed a number 2. He
had one, but like
didn't have one. Who was
he
his
did
2?
okay. Like Jimmy grew into one, but like D Rose wasn't. But
D Rose was cooked by the time.
But also that's the thing with people peaking so early. It's like when you MVP in your third year, you don't even really have time to build a team runs person.
Yeah, but
because nobody really, for the most part, peaks that early.
Okay, that's
like
fair.
Even Luka. It took him a couple years to actually get some guys.
How old
in
is
there.
Luka right now?
21, 22.
Okay, so D Rose won at 23.
No, he won. D Rose was 21 when he won MVP, wasn't he? He was 21, 22.
D Rose is 3 weeks older than me. So D Rose, he won in 2000. He was 22.
22.
Okay, 22. Yeah.
So he came in the league at 19, won at 22.
Okay, but still, I still think it was more injury. I mean, but even then, it's like you find a way. There was so many trades the Bulls had on the trade table. They didn't want to give nobody up. They didn't want to give Tyrese Thomas up to get we'll think it was Amari Stoudemire in the deal. There was so many deals.
To be fair, Amari would have been finished by the time D Rose peaked.
It don't matter.
I'm just saying.
We're looking at it in hindsight. I'm telling you, at the time though, there was so many. That's why it was so shocking for Bulls fans to see like. You know, AK and Mark Evans actually make deals because I remember so many years the Bulls being talked. There were certain people they didn't want to give rid of. Remember when LeBron was in Cleveland? Who was the number one guy they didn't want to give up to? The JJ guy. What was his name? He was
JJ Hickson.
JJ Hickson. Remember they didn't want to give him up for shit. They had an Amari deal too. They didn't want to give up JJ Hickson.
They did have an Amari deal too.
It was just so many people they were holding. One thing that no matter what's gonna happen in this city, we know the Bulls gonna get the shit kicked out of them.
I think they'll win a game though.
If they win a game, I think
they win a game.
If they win a game, I'll be ecstatic.
I think they win one.
They win a game, I will be ecstatic. Like, but I know I have faith in this front office that when the all season begins, they gonna find a way to move this team and fill the holes that they need to fill.
Regardless, it's just happy the Bulls are just back playing
good
competitive basketball.
You ain't got to tell me that. I'm happy with the season. Like I said, I never was on this team can beat anybody. No, I never. I have eyes, bro. Like I think people need to understand there's a difference between being a fan and being delusional. That a lot of people don't cross. I seen somebody tweet the other day like, so many people counting us out. We could do it. We got a week off.
No, you can't.
Like this is.
You got a week off. You could take 6 months off.
You can take a year off.
It don't matter.
It don't matter,
It don't
bro.
matter. Giannis got a week off too.
This ain't the NFL where you can just catch somebody lacking for a week.
Nah, you gotta do that 4 times, brother.
Like we all know, 2007 Giants played the 2007 Patriots in the best 7. That's the only game they winning. And none of them games gonna be close. They getting their head cracked.
Facts.
The other games. This ain't like baseball. Like baseball, you could win 120 games. It could be just your hitting go cold, your pitching go cold.
Yeah, your pitching go cold.
And there ain't nothing you can do. Like the Atlanta Braves, prime example. They were under 500 till mid-August last year.
And then they just
caught the Holy Ghost
and won.
So the NBA is the only sport I believe where the best team comes out at least 99% of the time.
Yeah.
And that's why like it's about talent in the league. In the NBA, I don't care how deep your team is, you gotta have a superstar. And in the NFL, you used to be able to get, we got a good running game, good defense. No, you need one of these young dudes out here.
Facts.
You ain't got a QB, you are screwed.
Facts. What's the last NFL team to win a championship
without Hove doing in Atlanta?
Hove was in Atlanta?
Yeah, he in the front row.
He got too much money, bro. Jay got too much money. He got too much money, bro. He has too much money and nothing to do.
But he tired of being around being
too much money. Like, how you get here this quick?
You
were just in Brooklyn yesterday. Why are you in Atlanta?
That's hilarious.
What does Jay-Z even do in Atlanta?
That's a good question.
Like, what does Jay-Z do in Atlanta?
There you go, right there. Yeah, that's a good question. What does Jay do in Atlanta? Like, what is for the Jay-Z do anywhere?
Like LA, I can.
There you go, right there.
I don't see, bro.
He do right there with the hoodie on.
Oh, that's man's.
Yeah, that's with the little hat on, with the Rock Nation logo on the side. Them the real Rock Nation hats, not the one you niggas be off Amazon. My bad.
Yo, what is like? Come on, bro. What is too much money?
He just got too much money. But what was I saying just a second ago? I completely forgot.
Oh no. What the last NFL team to like at least win a Super Bowl without an elite QB?
Without an elite QB? Will probably have to be it's gonna sound funny because he elite now. Seattle. Like Russ wasn't elite.
Russ wasn't elite.
Yeah, he elite now.
He elite now, but back then he wasn't.
What's funny is he got elite and they got worse.
Yeah, facts.
Like that's the funny shit about that. Like
facts.
People like my brother, he's a huge Russell. He get mad when I say Russell was game manager when they won the championship.
Nah, he was.
They had one of the best defenses of all time, a great running back.
And he did what he needed to do.
And everything for Pete Carroll just hit at the wrong end. And that team went to back Super Bowls and just we don't throw it at the 1 yard line. Like but also Russell Wilson needs to thank Pete Carroll because they let him off. Like, yeah, it was a bad play, but you still threw the ball though.
Yeah, facts.
Like nobody blames him for that interception.
Yeah, facts. You threw that. You
still throw the ball.
You threw that.
Like Pete Carroll could draw up the greatest play ever for me. I'm not throwing that touchdown. Like it's just period. So it's like he gets off the hook. But
he could have audible.
Exactly.
He could have audible.
In that situation, Russ had a little bit more cachet. I'm like, man, fuck what
I'm
saying. We giving it. He ain't gonna be mad when the confetti falls.
I'm audible in this.
Like, wasn't nobody stopping beast mode at the 1 yard line, bro. He can roll over and that's gonna be a touchdown, bro. So it's like with that in the NFL's new thing, NBA, you need a star. And I actually think we talked about this. I won't say the era of the super team is dead, but that's not really like a surefire way to win anymore.
It's just because first of all, these Supermax deals are terrible deals. Number one,
God awful. Like,
bro, when you paying like for instance the Lakers, right? All right, you paying Russ $44 million, you paying Braun $40 million. I think AD getting like 38, 40. The cap only like 122. Yeah. That's your whole team, bro. Like all these Supermax deals, when you like obviously they compensate the players, but it cripbles your franchise.
Yeah.
It's really, really unless you're gonna go extremely deep into that's Orange Jameson. We losing recipes. We losing recipes. What is
turning Jameson to sexy drinks?
We losing recipes. What is this?
Not my era. Not my era.
We losing recipes.
Everybody who graduated high school in 2010, man, y'all messing everything up.
We losing recipes.
This is random. We was talking about the other day. I had Popeyes last week. Boy, first time I had that, it was awesome. We watched the Popeyes commercial. I'm wondering why we talking about Popeyes.
But yeah, nah, those Supermax deals are such bad deals, and they really cripple franchises.
I got a take.
What's up?
I know a lot of people don't like. I'm not a fan of player empowerment. Now let me explain why I'm not a fan of player empowerment. Let people do their jobs.
Nah, facts.
Just because LeBron James is the second or third best player of all time, or if you're delusional and you think he's the GOAT, that don't mean he's a good GM.
Facts. Actually, most players aren't probably really good GMs.
It
Most
took
great
Michael
players
Jordan
aren't really
20
good
years
GMs.
to finally get to the point where he's at right now. We're putting even an okay team
Facts.
together.
Facts.
Like the fact that we even talking about a Jordan team even playing right now is a long way from drafting Kwame Brown.
To be fair, a lot of Kwame not working. It's probably Mike's fault.
It probably is.
Like,
okay.
can you imagine like Michael Jordan
Rookie, fresh out of high school,
talking to an 18-year-old? Michael Jordan. You know how much that would ruin your confidence?
Yeah.
Mike say you weak as hell. Like, damn, G, what you on with me, bro? I just got here, G. What you doing to me?
one of my favorite. Everybody got a funny Mike story, and like I forgot who I was watching. You know, you seen them top 75 stories on NBA TV and shit.
Yeah.
And so they had one Michael Jordan. Some dude, I don't know what his name is, but he played for the Pacers, and he said like, yeah, we was in United Center, we was up at like 10 with like 8 minutes of some shit, and I told Mike, this one's over. You might as well go home. And Mike looked at him and said, what? And he said, this man started playing like it was game 7 of the finals. He said, before you know it, we down 7. He said, we called time, we going to head on Larry Bird. They asked, like, not Larry Bird, bro. Larry Brown was like, what happened? He said, what'd you say to Mike? He said, I told him, game over, you can go home. He said, Larry Brown looked at him and said, why would you say that? Like, he's not mad. He just like, why would you say that?
Why you talk to him like that? Bro?
It's like, did you see the story about him battling, going one-on-one with, who was that dude on the board? Randy, some Brewer.
Corey Benjamin,
yeah. He told him,
look at them fucking banners up there. Don't forget where you at. Look at them fucking banners up there. He came to practice in '99 and bust his ass.
Yeah.
Wasn't that low-key recorded?
Yeah,
it was on the news.
It's on YouTube right now.
Yeah, like that was played on the news.
Like the fact they just let Mike go, whatever. Like the fact people forget, like when he came back in '95, like he was going to practice for like 3 months.
Nah, facts,
just to kick it.
Yeah,
and like they'll have like an area where no cameras would be at. And they be like, yo, why is that? Is that Jordan car? Like they had them all the way out in Lake Forest.
Lake Forest? I think it was Lake Forest because Roberto said it was far as hell.
Bruh,
like I've actually never seen it before.
It's super far. Like I've seen it at the outside of it. It was like in the middle of nowhere, bro. Like you know, you in the suburbs back when they got like a little water tower. It was about one of them. Like when you go to Hallis Hall, bro, I promise you will never know. It's like you going into a mall.
It is.
And then like you drive, it's like you go into the back cave. You go all the way and you see a big ass sea.
It's like, oh, this is where
like,
I'm at.
And you know,
Bears.
Allegedly it looks nice in there. I haven't gone. I will be there in August. I'll tell you what it look like when I go in August. But the Advocate Center look nice. From outside.
Nah,
like,
it does look nice.
So, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, it probably did. He probably did ruin his confidence. Like,
he ruined his confidence. Oh, shit. Isaiah Thomas getting minutes.
Yeah.
Good for IT.
Yeah, he in the rotation.
Good for IT.
Like, I think, I just don't like.
He just sue Danny Ainge.
He really do. Like,
just sue him.
I hate, like, and I'm not like a huge Isaiah Thomas fan, but there's so many players worse than him that in the league right now and getting paid.
It's just that he 5'9". It's just his height.
Okay.
But yes, but luckily for him, I'm happy he found where he can stick at.
Yeah. I mean, the season gonna be over in like an hour and a half, but
So, you know, did you see that thing? Miles Bridges apparently getting like the full max.
Yeah, I saw that.
Can you imagine the bars we about to get?
Yeah, it's been Miles.
He got
Bridges.
$173 million.
The best.
You know the bars we about to get?
Yeah.
We about to give up Miles Bridges and Drake song. I hope he could pay for any feature. He can pay for any feature he wants to.
He really could.
I also don't think he should get $173 million.
No, of course he shouldn't.
But whatever.
It's about the market.
I don't think he should get $173 million.
Like, what you understand about sports contracts is about the market. Like, today, Derrick Carr got, not Derrick Carr. Yes, Derrick Carr.
Yeah, Derrick Carr. He got what, 121?
121. Fully guaranteed. Like, what are we doing? Like, and I don't think Derrick is bad, but what are we doing here? Like, I see contract like that. I'd be mad that God didn't give me no athletic height and talent. Like, there are robberies happening.
Nah, facts.
Every day.
I'm telling you, James Harden is about to get the league locked out. He's gonna sign the worst contract in NBA history. It's going to be the worst contract in the history of the league.
50-some a year?
Yes. You know Jimmy making $50 million at 36?
Yes, that's ridiculous.
That's going to be so nasty when he's 36
Rudy
years
gonna
old.
be making like 48 in 2 years.
To be fair, Rudy will only be like 31, 32. I can rationalize
How
that.
old is Rudy?
think he like right now. I think he like 30.
He
won't
look
be
like
that
he
old.
33.
Nah, Rudy.
Okay,
Rudy
well
not
that might
old.
not be that bad then. I ain't know
Rudy,
he was.
yeah, Rudy not that. Rudy is 29.
Okay,
He's 29.
okay, that's not really
That's
that bad.
not that bad.
Okay.
That's not that. Jimmy Butler making 50 at
Yeah.
36 years old with his low-key injury history.
Ain't no low key.
His injury history is not
Ain't
like
nothing low-key.
he be in street clothes a lot too. And
Jimmy
people
miss
don't
a
realize
game
this.
because he woke up with a headache.
He be in street clothes a lot too.
If you bet on the Heat, you checking that lineup every night.
Every night,
Like,
every single night. But no, James Harden's gonna get. I'm telling you, he gonna get the league locked out.
he probably.
He gonna get the league. He's going to sign the worst contract in NBA history.
Yeah, man.
I think James Harden has taken a step back. When he takes another step back, it's gonna happen. It's going to be nasty.
It's gonna be one of the.
It's going to be
nastiest.
one of the nastiest steps back we've ever seen in NBA history.
It's gonna look like a couple of them rush shots.
Like
we
Russ,
saw this
at
year.
least Russ be in shape. Like he might be
You
missing
said at
shit.
least Russ be
Nah,
in shape.
for at least like Russ be in shape. He playing hard. Like for everything that people made about Russ, he still averaged 18, 7, and 7. Like not many players averaging 18, 7, and 7.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a good 18-7. Like he didn't.
He
play
did the
well.
same shit from last year, bro.
Yeah, but it looked way worse.
'Cause
Now,
of it-
of course,
'cause-
it's not his fault. I'm gonna keep. I'm not. Well,
It's not
everybody on that
fully
team.
his fault.
Yeah, everybody on that team
Deserves some blame.
some blame. Like only person I wouldn't blame is Melo. Like honestly,
Have you seen him mellow at center minutes?
I'm not. Whose fault is that? That you play him in center?
Fair.
It's the dude on the unemployment line right now. ain't Melo fault. Melo don't do nothing but dress like an old head. You know, I'm gonna dress like Melo when I'm 40. They go Hove in the background. Hove be looking like my auntie. What do you think Hove text? Hove, like who has Jay-Z number?
His homies.
That's
Ty-Ty,
gotta be it.
Biggs.
Ty Biggs, Dame.
Beyonce.
Did you see Dame on All the Smoke?
I did see Dame with all the smoke.
Dame funny. First of all, Dame was eating like candy.
He was eating fruities. Like, gee, why you eating fruities?
He has diabetes though. That's why they was looking like, is this motherfucker eating? He said,
That's why you got
he said, I ain't trying to be
diabetes.
disrespectful, but you know my blood pressure. No, that's why I'm eating. And like they track his shit while and it was like it's too low, so they had to keep eating. But this, he said, why did Rockefeller break up? He said, well, you know, originally a lot of people don't know this, but he wanted to kick Biggs out. And I said, no. He said, you know, I guess they cool now, whatever. But I was doing that for you. They was like, and then Matt Barnes was like, so what did it feel like when Hov thanked you at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? He said, it's good for the culture. He was like, no, what did it mean for you? He's like, he thought about it. He's like, I'm happy that it made other people happy. Like, I'm like, he legitimately don't like this dude.
Does not like that,
Like,
man.
they're in their 50s and they hate each other.
He
Like,
does not like
you know
that
how
guy.
much you don't have to like a person to be in your 50s,
50s and
and
still
hate
not
somebody?
like him. That was 20 years ago y'all broke up, basically.
Like, and he keeps saying, he says, it's not about the business. He said, I lost a friend. And I'm like, I feel
that's
it's
fair.
fucked up. Like, and that's why I say, you know, I just, you know, I don't give a fuck what money, dollar. I just can't screw my pals over, dog. I can't. Y'all my road dogs, G.
But again,
Like, somebody could tell me, like, yo, you'll be a very rich man if you take all of Pavy Publishing. I can't do it.
but also, it's like, what number of rich is, like, Hov wanted to be a billionaire. You don't even need, that's unnecessary.
But look, Dane had a good point, too. He said, okay, if you wanted to be a billionaire, you could have made other businesses that didn't involve me.
This is true.
Like, Dame, just because they had Rockefeller don't mean that Jay had to do every business with Dame. They were just doing rap music.
This is true.
And, like, honestly, Rock was going to fall off eventually any damn
For
way.
sure.
Like, nobody's on top forever.
For sure.
How many times, when the last thing you heard about Birdman? And Cash Money was on top for a long time. I be forgetting he exists anymore.
I mean, yeah, facts.
Because Drake and Nicki are doing their own thing now.
Nah, I think Nicki still might be signed to Cash.
No, they're still signed.
No, Drake not.
Drake's not.
Drake's not. Drake off that deal.
Yeah, Drake's up. I'm talking about Nicki still
Yeah, Nicki
signed,
still
but
signed.
Nicki don't be out here like Cash Money, Young Money. Like,
For sure.
Like, Drake can stop saying that even 3 albums left in his deal.
Facts.
Like, we ain't heard him.
I ain't hear him say
Last time
YM in
whew,
years.
Long time.
Years.
So it's like, Dame was on there, and he was saying a lot of real stuff, man. And like, Steven Jackson was talking about, y'all want to be on TV. And he said, what's stopping you now? You got a camera. You got a camera right here. That's a TV show right here. You can act. My son sells cookies. Like, I love Dame, bro. I love Dame, bro. Like,
You got TV. Yo, that graphic was nasty. Murray versus McCollum.
G.
That's a nasty graphic.
I'm definitely
That's a nasty
bro.
graphic.
I'm firing up Spider-Man No Way Home. I just got the 4K. I'm not watching that game.
All right, now, because we both covered the Clippers, so I do want to mention this. Hopefully, we'll both be at the game. I can't see a reason why we wouldn't be at the game on Friday.
I'll be there.
If it's...
Eating all that play-in craft services. they
If
got
it's...
now.
Now, I know people just assume that the Clippers will...
We are
make
assuming
the next
that.
round. If it's the Pelicans, they can lose that game.
They can. Because
They can
it's
very
winner
well
take
lose that
all.
game.
I still think it's highly unlikely
I don't think it's highly unlikely.
because you're expecting a lot from CJ McCollum.
Not really. I'm expecting to be CJ McCollum.
you're gonna need more than that to beat
You
them
guys,
at home.
G, like when I'm just looking at
Like this is a game that the Clippers had that game won on Tuesday.
yeah, they should have won that game.
I think them be on the road. Like there's nobody on like, and this is all respect to. Oh, you know what's funny about all due respect? Every time you say all due respect, you about to say
disrespect somebody.
disrespect for shit.
Yeah,
But it's all due respect to CJ McCollum, but he doesn't put any fear in me like Anthony Edwards does.
I don't think Ant puts fear in me.
More than CJ McCollum does.
Nah, at this day, I don't know about that.
CJ McCollum's more established, but maybe it's just how he looks. He's not intimidating. Like Ant look like he can drop 30 any.
CJ does too. Have we forgot the game 7 in Denver?
I dead ass don't remember that.
Remember the Blazers Denver game 7? I think it was first round game. CJ had like 35.
Did Dame play like shit?
He didn't play like shit. It's just his shot was off.
Oh, that was they went to the conference finals and got washed by Golden State.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
His shot was off. Like he had like 12 points, 10 boards, 8 assists.
I just want to know what part of the world are we in with Jimmy Garoppolo getting commercials? Like
people like Jimmy Garoppolo.
who?
Women.
Okay, they not the ones buying Subway.
Who is buying Subway though?
You know what's funny thing about endorsements?
What's up?
That because Matthew Stafford
Got the CarMax commercial. I think he had.
Yeah. By the way, like I think it's funny that we seen every commercial that Baker Mayfield was in. It's getting traded in with Jimmy Garoppolo. But what kind of like you like? Oh, a celebrity likes this, so I should get it. Like the fact that people think that way tells you everything you know about America.
Facts. But yeah, we're just like when I look at even just at that game, right? For a 1-game scenario, Brandon Ingram could very well match Paul George.
Yeah, he could.
For a 1-game scenario,
I wouldn't be shocked.
For a 1-game scenario, CJ can very well match PG and anybody else in that court.
That's true.
And Jonas Valanciunas, for whatever reason, be cutting a promo on Zubac.
He
be cutting a promo on Zubac.
He be going crazy.
So like I know we all just assume that the Clippers be in the playoffs. They can lose.
They can.
They can lose that game.
But I think that I would kind of be disappointed because I want to cover my first playoff game.
I'll be disappointed because they should win, but again, they can lose that game.
That's nothing to do with the Clippers. All my personal game. It looks good. If I can, put on my resume, I did. I covered the NBA playoffs and the NFL draft this month. Like that looks good for me. Like, so Paul George, don't fuck this up for me. Like, you good? You got money. I need this. I think about when I see Paul George's warm up on Friday. I'm telling you, do this for me, dog. You don't know this, but do this for me.
I'm just saying they can lose that game. And as far as the Cavs, Cavs Nets game, what did you think about it?
It depends on who they play.
No, I'm saying just like what do you think about the Cavs Nets game?
Oh, I thought it was good. The Cavs showed me a lot.
I'll say this: if Jared Allen was there, they would have won.
I still don't think.
No, here's why: because Lowry was in the paint. They was like, aha. Even like him getting his shot blocked by KD is not sending. KD not sending Jared Allen shot 3 times.
Of course not. But like it'd have been closer. But they still.
I think they might have won that game if Jared Allen was there. Like I'm dead serious.
That's why I'm going down with the shit with Brooklyn because I just like even Charles Barkley was like, oh, it's too close. Yeah, they won. Like it don't like I don't care how close it was. You don't see on the Bucks ring. Because Kevin Durant's foot was on the line. We don't see that on their rings, the championship. I don't care how close it was. They won.
People try to make that the whole story.
You can say that with any championship.
Overtime did happen, and they lost in overtime.
And nobody brings up
overtime. Fully happened. They could have won in overtime.
So, yeah.
But I thoroughly think and for me, it's unfortunate for Cleveland because I probably think if it's Charlotte, they could probably beat Charlotte. If it's Atlanta, they'll probably lose to Atlanta. And like injuries just really like took away from Cleveland's season.
They losing to Atlanta.
Injuries completely just took away from Cleveland's season.
Yeah. But
like Garland was out there by himself. LeVert played one of the worst basketball games I've ever seen anybody play.
I mean, I have no sympathy for them because of how many games we lost to injury too. Like we legit went 2 months without 2 of our best defenders. Still haven't won our best defenders. Like I stat I named on the show, like 95 minutes combined.
Crazy.
Which is nuts.
Crazy.
So injuries, I just want injuries off in sports, period. Like, it stinks.
Yes. But that's why, because Cleveland was one off, because Garland probably, like the way you feel about Luka, the way I feel about Garland. I love watching Darius Garland play. I love watching Darius Garland
play. He gets to the fucking basket like nobody.
He gets to the basket. He has a great shot. He's a really, really good passer. His defense lacks something to be desired, but I mean for his size, whatever.
Who plays defense in the NBA? It's like 5 people who play defense in the NBA.
But Garland is my guy. But yeah, the Cleveland situation just hurts me because, again, if they were healthy, I think they could have made a little bit more noise than what they'll make now. And LeVert really didn't give them anything in that trade. I know why they made the trade.
I thought that was going to be a good trade.
He hasn't really given them anything. See, he was wilding yesterday. Like, bro, stop taking off down court. I'm going. There was a lot of
unnecessary shots towards the end of that game.
That he was taking.
Like, it's hard to stop Darius Garland's getting to the basket. Like, bro, he's like I see how many times the Bulls had trouble getting them there, but they got a good team. They got a nice little side. That's what people's like, LeBron want to come home. I was like, man, if I was the Cavs, I'd tell him, kiss my ass.
They would bring him home because of the fact of, like, revenue and everything else.
I would sign him. I'm not trading shit for LeBron.
I wouldn't sign him. He's going to mess up your chemistry.
Yeah, but like you said, you just brought a revenue.
Yeah, facts.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes.
If the Lakers need playoff money, what you think Cleveland need? The city, as in general,
needs LeBron.
Do you know that downtown, like, I think it
lost like some $1 billion because LeBron was there?
That tells you live in a shitball town. Like, you know, I keep telling Chicago should have been the East Coast. Chicago should be moved to the East Coast.
People think it's on the East Coast. It shouldn't, because then we beat Boston.
To be with other elite cities.
Nah, but then we beat Boston.
Then we beat Boston?
Yeah, we would be like Boston.
I haven't been to Boston. I won't be going to Boston this year when the Bears play the Patriots.
I like Chicago being in the Midwest. It's like the center of everything.
Midwest is trash, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the center of everything.
So you like being a big fish in a small pond?
Yeah. For like Chicago, the city, yeah.
That's fair.
We go on the East Coast, like literally we're Boston. We're like the other city that's not New York.
You raise a good point.
Like, I'm cool. Put us in the middle.
You raise a good point.
Put us in the middle.
St. Louis. Have you been to St. Louis?
I've been to St. Louis.
St. Louis, Detroit. Somebody thought I was joking the other day. I've been to Detroit more times than I can. I've never seen the sun out. And I'm not trying to make a joke. I've dead ass never seen the sun out.
I've seen the sun out.
And I've been to Detroit in the summer.
By the way, Trae Young and LaMelo are wilding right now. Wilding as in like they're 1 for 8.
Expecting anything else?
As in like they're 1 for 8 right now.
They all
like they're not playing great.
Trae, why is Trae hair like that? Like Trae, I've never seen like, you know, it's like the shit just died. Like, it don't make no sense. Is Trae fully black or is his mama white?
Nah, he mixed.
Of course he is. That's the summer session. I'm putting down the summer sessions rundown. We gotta talk about that, though. It be too many Jalen's and Jadens and all these damn drafts and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop right. I can feel a rant coming. I'm gonna shut up. It be too. If there's a Y in your name, you don't have 2 black parents.
Jadens
you do not have 2 black parents.
I am crying, dog. I am crying. Jalen.
All right, we gotta talk about that on the show, man.
Facts.
Yeah, but I think it'll be. I think the first weekend of any playoffs
always exciting.
Is my favorite.
Always exciting.
With any league because you get all
the
fucking games.
Like you would say, like the first round in the NBA is actually my favorite. It's basketball. Like, it's like 3 games on every single night.
It's 4 games. We have 8 games this weekend. 4 each day.
Incredible.
And if you live on the best coast like we do, them games over by 9:30.
Yeah, I know why the East Coast. Yeah, well, I know why. Like, y'all be complaining. Games coming on at 4 is incredible.
It's awesome.
They're over by. You can still have your whole night.
Somebody football come on. At 10 a.m. You don't like brunch and football, bro? What are we doing here,
bro? I was like back in Chicago, right? I was trying to stay up for like the Lakers Jazz game.
Can't
like,
happen.
Shit came on like 9, ended at like 1 a.m. I'm like, bro, I'm not watching.
When
this
I
shit.
be back home, I watch no West Coast games.
I'm watching smooth East Coast games, and that's it. I'm not watching that.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. At my age now, when it gets 10:30, I'm yawning. Like, I tried multiple times last night to watch Moon Knight when it just didn't happen. I had to watch it this morning.
Nah, I come alive in the nighttime.
Okay, we know you do. I come alive in the nighttime. Well, yeah, we know you do.
Go down, I come alive.
Yeah, if I was going out, I'm not gonna be in a club yawning, but like I'm in the crib. Like I have no incentive to like, you know.
That's inexcusable. Gallo can't be out here dunking like that.
You really can't. Like I just, you know, I'm pretty sure. Do you even use Open Table? You probably got an Open Table Platinum card.
Yeah, but like I don't really have to use it no more for the place I like.
Okay, Mister.
I don't have to use it.
Forgot who I was talking to.
I
don't make reservations like us normal people. You know the doorman.
The
my
places
bad.
I be going, I don't have to use that shit no more.
You know what's cool though? I know if I ever want to have a night out on time, I know I can hit you up. I can hit you up. Like when people come like, oh, what's do? I'm like, I don't know. I ain't Pavy. I ask him. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on, bro. Like,
it's everything and nothing going on every day, man.
That's real though.
Everything and nothing.
That's the best way to describe Los Angeles.
Everything and nothing.
Everything going on, but
and
nothing.
There's nothing really going on, but everything is going on.
I think I'm content because I think I've been to at least 90% of all the popping spots in the city at least one time.
Yeah, but the spots have changed over so much.
Of course, yeah. But you know, and like there's new, and you don't really go to clubs. You go like the lounges,
yeah, I don't go to clubs,
restaurants. You know what I'm saying?
Is too much.
That's one thing I'm looking forward to about this upcoming Bears season. I'm trying to hit all these restaurants in these cities I'm going to. The Bears got some good road games this year.
I want to go to the Chase Center because since I got a Chase card, I can go to like all the lounges. in the
Oh,
Chase Center.
see, yeah.
Hard Lounge in the I remember
I
go to
want to
Chase
see
Center.
what that stadium look like, man. I want to visit the Bay.
Still, Pfizer Forum is the best. Where the Bucks play is the best stadium NBA stadium I've ever been
stadium.
to.
What's nice about it?
For one, now granted, this was during the pandemic, but they probably had it before. It's probably just like that. Like you don't have to go stand in like concession lines to order your food. It's like you walk in, you download the app, and you buy it.
You ain't gotta do that at there's a couple arenas not like that.
Yeah, but that like the
wasn't it like that at Petco Park when we went to see the
and hell no, you had to go order that food, bro.
What arena did I go to where you didn't have to order the food?
Like you ordered it on a app?
Yeah, actually no, you can order on the MLB ballpark app. Yeah. It's gonna take forever for your shit to get there.
So like this. So like depending on where you sitting at, they have different sections.
Oh,
so like
okay.
you'd be like, all right, you order that, you like put your seat in, like, all right, your food is now ready at section 226.
Yeah, they do that.
Go
I just
grab
don't know
your
the
food.
speed of it, but
No, there is super quick. Like you order
Okay.
10 minutes later, it'd be done. Like that's cool about it. The Deer District is cool. The stadium is just really, really like I think it's only like 2 years old.
2-3 years old.
Like 3 years old. Like the Deer District is cool. Obviously,
But then it's Milwaukee.
it's like once you walk two
Once
blocks,
the game is over,
it's like it's over with.
you realize you're in Milwaukee.
There's like
Wisconsin.
there's like one street of bars and like this.
Shout out my man Waz. Me and Waz always make jokes about this, but I have a coastal supremacy that I'm like really like bougie. Like I'm from Chicago and I've spent majority of my adult life in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles.
Like there's only one way I can go up from here. That's
New York.
moving to New York. Like there's no way up from here. And like people like, oh, well, you need to come to DC.
No, I don't.
What's for me in DC?
I just go back to Chicago.
It was like, oh, it's black people. I'm from the south side
That's
of
Chicago.
Chicago.
I see a lot of black people.
I done been around black people
My
my
whole
entire life. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't do anything for me. Like, but you know, I want to visit every basketball. I want to visit every arena.
Oh, facts.
And like sports, like to see what it's like, man. I'm trying to be at SoFi a lot of times this year.
Best stadium in the world.
Two good teams this year. They gonna have some good ball up there.
Best stadium in the world.
Won't be anything going on at Staples.
Will not be nothing going on. At
They
Staples.
got like a weekend max. Like if they win on Friday, they got next weekend. That's it.
I mean, just think about the Suns though. That annoys me.
Yeah, I'm
with
about
the
to say,
Suns.
what's your problem with the Suns?
They don't use Aiden.
They get away with it though.
I don't
They
think
gonna need Aiden to beat Milwaukee.
I think they're gonna need Aiden to beat the Warriors.
Okay,
I think they're gonna need Aiden to beat a lot of teams because I'm just not like I fuck with Devin Booker, but like not as much as other people.
I don't either. I like Devin.
Not as much. 2022 Allen
You know what
Houston.
I
It's
despise?
not a diss either.
I hate the Kobe comparison.
He's Allen Houston.
Can we stop comparing?
He's Allen Houston.
This is true.
Like and
It sounds disrespectful, but
if
you
you know
think
who
about
Allen Houston is, he's
Houston's
Allen
career,
Houston.
Yeah.
I remember even I was watching the game and Grant Hill said it. So yeah, he reminds me a lot of Allen Houston. He played with Allen Houston
Yeah, but it's
in
just,
Detroit.
It's like with Devin Booker. Like I hate when people compare every shooting guard to Kobe. Stop. Just because Kobe took you under his wing, stop.
You're not
Mamba
Kobe.
Mentality. Like, it's Mamba mentality. Like somebody's like, oh well, they had D'Angelo Russell had Mamba mentality yesterday. Like
No, he just made some shots.
Kobe would have whooped everybody ass. They stood on scores tables out the playing game. Like,
But I feel Pat though.
I said on the show,
feel
I'm not
him.
mad.
I feel him, G.
I'm talking about what Kobe would do.
Yes.
This is a man who said, friends go away, banners hang forever. Friends come and go, banners hang. This is Derek Fisher. R.I.P. my man Kobe. Derek Fisher was his quote-unquote best friend. He said he's never been to Kobe's house. Like,
Not for real.
he said he's never been to Kobe Bryant's house. Like, this is true.
Friends come and go.
But banners stay. So Kobe is a different guy. Like, I really feel like Kobe loved basketball. Like, Mike didn't love basketball. Mike loved winning.
Mike love competition.
Yeah.
I think with anything competition. Like we could be playing 2K and Mike could be like,
That's what. Like,
"Oh, you beat me, bet."
When I meet Michael Jordan, I'm just gonna challenge him to whatever. Just so I can have. I don't care if he treat my ass. That's a story I'm gonna have for the rest of my
Good
life.
live.
Like, man, you can't beat me at Uno, Mike.
Bet you gonna have your ass up all night playing Uno.
And I'm beating him. But once I make a decent amount of money, I'm quitting. He can call me a bitch all night. I'm not going. I'm like, I made my money. What you talking about? I'm gonna have that with Mike forever. Then I'm gonna just be a random
Well, a
spots.
story like Brandon Marshall went to Mike crib or something like that, and they was like somebody went to Mike crib and they was playing cards.
So yeah, that's what happened. Mike actually looked out for Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall told the story on I Am Athlete where like he got traded to the Bears, and after his first home game, they said, "Oh, Mr. Jordan wants to see you. Mr. Jordan wants you to come over his house." So they had like Mike had like a car pick him up from Soldier Field.
That's hard.
And they took him all the way out to where did Mike stay at?
Highland Park.
Highland Park. And he said that they was gambling, playing cards, and and Brandon Marshall, I won again. He said, "No, I'm not even gonna do that to you." He made him go in the other room. He said, "You can't play with the big boys." He wasn't. He said, "I'm not gonna take your money. We not playing this game." And he was talking about how like Mike had. And this is the episode of Antoine Walker. If you ain't watched this, Antoine Walker was wilding.
Antoine Walker's a wild boy.
And it was the episode with
ahead of his time in basketball too.
Yeah,
basketball player was definitely ahead of his time.
But that Adewale Agunleye from the 06 Bears, who don't remember, he's like a financial guru now. And he was like couldn't believe the amount of money Antoine Walker. He said that doesn't make any sense. He said, "Why are you buying 4 cars?" He said, "Jay-Z had him." He said, "You're not Jay-Z." He's like, "What?" He said, and Jay-Z didn't have it at that time. Jay-Z now can do that.
Now can do that.
He said, I would go to Jordan's house and he had 5 cars, and he was like, "That's Michael Jordan.
You're not Michael
You're
Jordan.
not Michael
He's
Jordan.
gonna be rich forever. Maybe."
He said, "I don't understand." He said, "What's wrong with first class? Why do we have to be in a private jet? I like first class."
Nah, bro, the fucking T-Mac story when he said he bought a plane because he was scared of 9/11.
Gee, you know what's funny? That is reasonable.
It's reasonable.
That is
but
reasonable,
like you bought
bro.
a fucking plane.
But T-Mac also had
Money.
Like
money.
Like when he said he spent what, $9 million
on a plane.
On a plane,
$9 million in 2001. So $9 million in 2001 goes a lot further.
Oh, that's actually a very realistic fear.
Nah, it's a realistic fear.
I remember being in junior high when 9/11 happened. And this is funny because I don't know why the hell they would send a plane to Chicago. Like, why would you waste your time? And I'm from Chicago. Well, if you're a terrorist,
yeah, propeller balling.
And like my grammar school, we had a window. You can see the Sears Tower. I looked at for like a month, bro. Just waiting for something to happen. So I understand the fear.
Man, Quentin was like, "Man, I was scared too, but you gotta do what you gotta do."
Quentin Richardson talks like every Chicago uncle ever.
Facts.
Like, we out here, we got A-Rod here.
Just for clarification, it is 58-59. The second quarter is winding down.
A very uneventful game.
I mean, Capella's balling. Capella has 11 and 12. Trey's a little bit off.
Trey just smoked the layup.
The defense. See, but thing about Trey Young is deep in the playoffs, he's always going to be affected by defenses.
Oh, of course.
Because of just his size.
They go LaMelo. Okay, it's a 6-point game. 6 point. It's somebody. Atlanta.
What do you think of LaMelo?
What
do you think LaMelo's ultimate potential is to be?
It's tough to say.
Like, is
He's
it
so
MVP
young,
level?
bro.
Is it
what?
MVP level?
No. He'll be really, really good. Be a multi-time All-Star. But he's what, like 20?
You're like 20.
Yeah,
20,
he's
21.
young as hell. Like, a lot of these dudes now are so young. Like, the NBA used to be an old dude league.
Yeah, because you came in at 22.
These dudes are young, bro. Like, so I really can't say what his ceiling is. Like, a lot of people, he better than his brother. But it's like, yeah, he's a better scorer than his brother. I mean, he's a better point guard. But it's like, Lonzo still has stuff that LaMelo can't do.
Yeah, like Lonzo's a better defender.
Yeah, Lonzo's a better defender, and I feel like Lonzo fits better. Like, LaMelo fits for this team. But what does LaMelo got to do to take the Hornets to the next level? It will be the question. Because now they're just going to keep being a meddling playing team. It's like,
but for Charlotte,
that's not bad.
That's not bad.
I mean, that's Tar Heel and Duke country. So it's
for
like,
Charlotte, that's not bad.
That's not the number one attraction anyway. Who we think is more important, the Hornets or the Panthers? It's a good question.
Right now, the Hornets. Right now.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah, because I think LaMelo probably draws more energy to the city.
I'm gonna look. Okay.
Right now, I think.
I don't know anybody in Charlotte. I've never even been to North
Now,
Carolina.
now, if they were still named the Bobcats, I would tell you being named the Hornets again, kind of like recapturing the energy
got
of
some
what.
Good jerseys.
Recapturing the energy of the '90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, and their second round exits.
But I don't know. But I don't know what they can do to get exponentially better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Outside of LaMelo and Miles just taking incredible steps.
They got to take incredible leaps.
Because the reason one is like now that they're almost getting to the point where you're gonna have to start paying people. Because like Miles finna get his max. LaMelo finna get $200 million.
Yeah.
And now you already got half your cap. And this is Charlotte. This is not the Bay. This is not LA. This is not New York. You got all that money tied up into 2 people in Charlotte.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And Rozier, I think, getting 80.
Then they got rid of Kimber because they didn't want to pay him, right? That's what it was.
Yeah, they didn't want to pay him. It was the smartest thing Mike ever did, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I think he was eligible for $200 million. No.
Michael Jordan is always supplying us with memes and gifts. That when he walked off after that Laker game, dog, I was dying, bro. Mike is hilarious, man. I just need to watch a game with Michael Jordan just one time.
Yeah, I want to know what you see.
Like what does the GOAT see when he watches games?
What does Michael Jordan see?
Like I really want like when he's like sober.
Nah, I don't want to meet Mike sober. I want to meet Mike off the.
No, I'm saying what is he? Yeah, that's yeah.
He got to be.
I
off
wonder
the
what Mike was doing when North Carolina jacked that game to Kansas. I know he was throwing shit in his house. He loved him talking. Remember he
was like, "Game, that's good."
Yeah, he was like he took you out on the Sonics because George Karl ain't say hi to him at a restaurant before game 1.
He said that.
Yeah, he said we Tar Heels. We supposed to talk to each other. And he said what up to George Karl. It was him and Amar Rashad having dinner, and he walked past him. He told Amar, he said, "Oh, he ain't say nothing to me." All right, bet.
Insane. But yeah, I don't really know what the Hornets can do to get much better.
Some teams just ain't gonna get better.
It sucks, but some teams just ain't gonna get much better.
It's kind of like life, bro. Like every team ain't made the Sacramento teams and Kings never gonna win a championship. Like some teams just ain't built. It's just not in the cards for you to win a championship. Some people ain't gonna be rich.
Facts. A team I do think the Raptors. I think the Raptors can be really, really good again in about 1 or 2 years.
The Raptors gotta get everything comes down to superstars.
I think Scotty Barnes can be like that for them.
A superstar?
I think he can be Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen ain't winning shit by himself.
He got Siakam.
I like Siakam too.
You got Siakam,
you ain't
Van
winning the
Vliet.
championship. Siakam is your number.
Nah,
2.
but I think that they can be a very competitive team in the East for a very long time to come.
Okay, so we talk about ceilings for teams. Are you when you're saying they're just gonna be competitive, or they're gonna win another championship?
I think they'll be conference finals. I think their ceilings like conference finals.
Conference finals not bad. I think we got to look at realistic expectations for teams. Like,
First of all, I think the East number 1 is probably gonna be dominated by Giannis for the next
ain't no problem.
however long, unless he
It will be.
Yeah, dominated. So number 1 is put that first up there. Number 1.
The Jordan curse is real, by the way. I had to deal with LeBron in my division forever.
Now
and
you gotta deal
he's
with
finally
Giannis.
gone. Now I got
Giannis in your division. Yeah,
Only difference is I like Giannis, but it's still like he's 26. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be here for a while.
It's annoying.
He's gonna be here for a while.
I'm really looking at see if Jokic takes that $265 million deal. I mean, he should. Like, you probably be an idiot to not take that.
I think it just depends on what
he wants.
Nah, but what else happens? Like Denver has a really good base.
They do.
Denver has a really good base, but it's just that's all they gonna get though.
And that's the thing. So
they not getting nothing else.
Cause he can be. They're gonna offer him an extension this summer. If he turns that down, grass on the field, play ball.
I mean, even if he signs it, the way he can easy just ask for a trade.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking from a selfish perspective. I'm talking about the Bulls. So if he can be on the market for 2023.
No, I think that's the perfect. I think that or going after Rudy Gobert is the perfect thing for the Bulls.
I love Rudy Gobert. I would love him.
Gobert.
I became Rudy Gobert fan of like the last year. It is.
I've been here for years singing the praises. Ain't nobody.
Both of these dudes are 3 for 13. Trey and LaMelo. So they've made 6 combined shots. That's hilarious. Nobody has a better hairline than Jalen Rose. Like, I damn near think it's fake.
Nah, he's got the best barber in America.
Like, it's like he's in his 50s, bro.
Paste on. He got the best barber in America.
He's in his 50s. Like, Juwan Howard line ain't bad either. They both in their 50s.
Good barbers. They put the little paste in there.
Yeah, that's got to be what it is. Like, Jalen be ready to go. Stephen A. got the gym shoes on under. You know, some of them be wearing jeans.
Yeah,
like,
I know jeans. Yeah, he just wear a suit top. But nah, like Rudy, Vooch, Kobe, Pat.
Bye.
Aight, Zion.
I'm tired of
just
Zion. Zion, my guy, was start. What did he say? Fuck out of here. Like,
Aight, man.
Like, y'all know, bro. What's up with the Larry Johnson hoop ring?
The hoop. Aight, man.
What's going on,
Zion? If you're not gonna play, get the fuck off the court doing all these damn dunks, Zion. Aight, man.
Oh,
the Pelicans gonna be a good ass team next year though if Zion can get back and get they gonna be a good ass team.
If
he'll be able to play though.
Do we know that?
Yeah, he'll be able to play.
Okay.
He'll be able to play.
I think Zion just don't want to be there. All right, let's just get to
But why? You got a good squad though.
He don't want to be in New Orleans, bro.
He from South Carolina.
This is true. That's also probably one why he want to leave the South.
You got a good squad,
and I
though.
understand.
You got CJ, you got Brandon, you got.
Have you spent a lot of time in the South? Well, you probably have.
I spent a lot of my time
outside of Florida,
Atlanta, Wilma, Arkansas, so Little Rock, Arkansas. I mean the South is cool.
They go HBCU legend.
It's no New
Chris
York,
Paul.
but it's HBCU legend. Chris Paul.
HBCU legend.
It's
Chris
no
Paul.
New York, but you know.
Of course, it's not New York. I love New York, man. I gotta go back soon. I keep saying that. I've been saying that for 5 years, and I just haven't gone back. Very expensive in New York.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I think I spent like $2,000 in like 4 days last time.
We was also wilding.
We was wilding.
It's also wild.
I spent like $200 before I left JFK. Not before I left LaGuardia. Like my Uber was like $100.
Take the train, brother.
It was 2 a.m. in the morning.
Nah, that's fair.
In the city I ain't never been before. No way was that happening. No way. I'm walking down Flatbush, 3 o'clock in the morning. What I look like with bags? Hell no.
Looking like a lick.
Yeah, right. Nigga, what is it? Ain't no way in hell, man.
How do the Knicks get better?
God?
Nah, for real, dead ass. How does the Knicks get, like, literally look at their roster and tell me how they get better?
They need a front office. Like Stephen A's been yelling, they don't have a front office. Like, what is Leon Rose doing? What's World Wide West doing? Like, what are they? They got a guy who I feel like can be good in RJ.
Obi too.
Obi's nice too.
Obi's
nice too.
Obi is more dynamic than Julius.
I mean, everybody's better
Julius
than
gonna fucking dribble. She like that's
Julius
not.
is a black hole. But
He's a dribbler.
like, we need Donovan Mitchell. Why do you want Donovan Mitchell? Like, honestly,
Ellis 2022.
what is he gonna do? Yes, he'll sell tickets. He's a New York type of player. You know, he grew up in the New York area. His mom works for the Mets.
His mom works for the Mets.
Yeah, his mom works for the Mets. I get the quote unquote coming home thing. What's that? How's that equating to wins?
I think RJ can be just as good, if not better, though.
That's why I'm asking.
just good, not
why
bad.
do you want him?
Like-
It's just a big contract on your books.
Unless they gonna take Julius. All right.
Why would Utah do that?
I don't know.
You know how bad the Lakers are in hell right now. Quick Snyder said, "No, I'm not going there." Quinn Snyder's on about to get fired, and he like, "I'm good."
Is he really gonna get fired?
He's 100% getting fired.
Why would he get fired?
It's just casualty. It's casualty? Sometimes it don't be the coach's fault, as we see with Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel's gonna get another job and it's gonna be very good.
Frank Vogel did commit some crimes.
I'm
but
not saying
it wasn't all his fault.
It wasn't his fault, though.
But he did commit some crimes.
LeBron shouldn't get a half his paycheck this year putting this roster together. Like, Rob Pelinka getting away with murder, bro.
Pelinka's getting away with murder.
Rob Pelinka is getting away with murder. You know, it just don't make no. But to answer your question, I don't know. The Knicks are just gonna always be that team that the Knicks, they gonna be on TV. If you're in New York, go to Madison Square Garden. It's a historical landmark, but the team sucks. Like, if you can go back to movies from maybe 20 years ago and people making Knick jokes.
Knick jokes. I mean,
like,
but,
20 years ago,
yeah,
bro.
Facts.
Like, I made Joe say the Bears are the football Knicks, but at least I've, seen a couple division championships.
This dumbass dunk.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's
here.
bad, bro. I kind of feel bad for Knicks fans, but then I don't because I know
don't feel bad for
how
Knicks.
big of dickheads
I don't feel
they
bad
be.
for anything New York.
That's a good point. I really don't.
Don't feel bad for anything
That's
New
a good
York.
point.
Fuck
Like,
out of here, Zion.
you know.
That makes me so angry. Now, granted, just because you can dunk don't mean that you healthy enough to play
This is
basketball.
also true.
But fuck out of here, Zion.
No, that hoop ring is pissing me off. That hoop ring is really blowing. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Zion?
Fuck out of here, Zion.
But that's a big dude, man. Like, I don't think he just eating. I think
He just a big.
dude,
He was big in height.
Yeah.
When he was like 16, he was like
He was crushing
240.
all them little white
He
people.
played the wrong sport. Like literally 30
Should be
years
a
ago, he
football.
would be Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
30 years ago, he would be the best defensive end.
I don't know.
He'd be
Aaron
Reggie
Donald
White.
swole. Aaron Donald like fat swole. It's weird. Like,
He's swole.
Yeah, but Aaron Donald got a legit 6-pack. It's weird.
I don't think he but I don't think Zion is fat. I
don't either. I think he's just a big dude.
He's a big kid.
I'm
Like
pretty sure Stephen A is yelling about what we talking about
Probably.
right now. Why are you showing a dunk? This is ridiculous.
No, like I think like he just even like having too much muscle, especially when you playing like something like basketball, can hinder you. Like even Bron, he had to remember Bron, like Mike Bron, he had to lose weight, bro. You can't be that damn big and running up and down the court like that.
Yeah, man.
He was
Bron
280 in
out here
Miami.
Like 280.
He was
out
280
here,
in
dog.
Miami. They say he would lose like 5 pounds mid game. He was 280. That's like, outrageous. He dropped a lot of weight.
Whoever is LeBron's birth father, did anybody drop a bigger bag than him? Like, bruh.
Dropped
What?
a huge bag.
You dropped a massive bag. Like, as soon as I'd have heard you was killing Little League or something, I'd have came back around like, I'm sorry. Let's get out of the way. I would never leave my kid to begin with. Let's just, I wouldn't be a deadbeat. Let's get that out of the way.
He said I would have came back around.
Yeah, I'd have pulled who's a daddy that came back around? I don't know. I know there's a couple of them out there, man. Who came back.
You got it.
Right. Yeah.
But it's so many teams in the league where it's like I don't actually know where you can go from
But
here.
that's with any team in sports, though. Like, if you want to be real, it's only like 4 teams in each league, and every you have a legitimate
chance.
It's like wrestling. You got your main eventers. You got people who just fill up space on Raw and SmackDown. Like, they never gonna
And
win a title.
fans don't understand. Most organizations not really trying to win a championship.
98%
They
of
don't care
owners
that much.
don't care
They
about
don't care that much.
winning.
First of all, winning is very expensive.
And it's
You
very
gotta
expensive.
pay for that shit.
But see, this is my rebuttal to that. You make more money when you win, though.
Yeah, but do I care enough to spend the money?
This is like prime example. Like the Bulls, like the only reason the Bulls got because they dropped in attendance. It was fucking with Jerry Reinsdorf pockets. The Bulls were like used to be top whatever. This year, first year back in relevance, #1 in home attendance, #1 in road attendance. That's only for certain fan bases though. Like, I feel like you can pay whatever for Charlotte. Sometimes fans just might not care. Maybe they just don't care about an NBA team out there. So, but yeah, that's the one thing. A lot of things that fans got to get over. Like, a lot of shit as a fan, you got to let go when you reach a certain age. Like, I still get pissed over my teams, for sure. That's never going to go away. These motherfuckers don't ruin my day, though. Like, I'll be over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and put the phone down. Like, especially in the playoffs. Like, I know my Bulls are finna get cooked. Like, you know,
They're going to win the game, though.
Yeah, but people going to make up narratives and stuff to go on. You know, everybody think they're comedian doing the NBA playoffs. Like, oh, y'all said DeMar was MVP. Well, yeah, when I said it in mid-January, he was.
Just direct that to Dan.
I don't care about what Dan said.
Direct that to Dan.
Dan can't tell me nothing because he said revenge season. I'm about them damn memes he put up. He can't tell me shit. Revenge season. What y'all gonna do? Y'all couldn't even make the damn playoffs.
By the way, there's no way that the Lakers can get better, by the way.
No, they're screwed.
They can't get better.
Because they're not going to be able to get rid of Russ till they give up a first round. And who really cares about 2027
Even if they do give up Russ, if you do give up Russ, the point in getting Russ was so that LeBron could take pressure off his body.
Yeah.
You really want to have LeBron coming down here at 39 years old trying to kick out the shooters?
He missed a lot of games.
Like, you really want him to do
How
that?
many games did LeBron miss this year?
Like 30?
35?
He played like 52.
Like, LeBron was missing crucial games that could have got him to play. And that tell me how I knew he was really
And he was actually hurt. Like, it was ankle sprain, but it's ankle sprains because, like,
that Pelicans game was massive for them, and he couldn't play.
Like, his ankle, like, bro, like, you can't explode the way he once used to in tight spaces. So you got to count your steps, and that's why you always stepping on people's ankles, trying to do that dumbass spin.
The Lakers fans don't want to hear this, but you are dangerously entering Dallas Cowboys territory. And what I mean by that is nobody cares that because of your brand name.
Like I said, they've been largely incompetent for the better part of a decade.
I'm gonna keep even longer than that. To be honest, Kobe was just Kobe. A lot of them years, Kobe was just Kobe.
Nah, I said decade because decade put you at like 2012.
Okay.
Probably since like the Dwight season, they've been largely incompetent.
This is gonna sound fucked up, but they've been in the toilet since Jerry Buss died.
When was that?
2013.
Yeah, facts.
And that's the argument, the debate we had on Ball Don't Lie. Does Jeannie Buss care about winning?
Does she really care that much?
Like, if you're watching Winning Time, Jerry Buss
cared about winning.
This man was broke when he bought the Lakers.
So it's a different level of everything.
It's a different level. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Jerry Jones, but Jerry Jones really wants to win.
He just can't win.
He just old and don't know how to do it anymore.
He just can't win. Also, fucked up things happen to the Cowboys all the time.
Yeah.
Like, very fucked up, like the Dez fumble. Not fumble, but the catch that wasn't the catch.
But this thing, you're not getting a call in Lambeau Field. If you are opposing team, like, I'll be laughing when other teams play Lambeau and they don't get no call. I'm like, hi, welcome to my life. You're not getting a call there. Like, if you beat the Packers in the playoffs, you have to literally beat them. Because the refs ain't going, Lambeau leaked the snow. Like, they don't care. But, like, Dez caught the fucking ball. Like, so that's just, the Lakers are flirting with Cowboy territory. Whereas, like, and a lot of Bulls fans do this too. We talk about this too. 1998.
It's a long
this
time
June.
ago.
Last time we won a championship will be 24 years ago, bro.
We have this argument about the Bulls all the time. You had a decade of dominance. That does not make you a historic franchise or a great franchise. No.
We just never going to agree with that.
You like 6 on the list.
No, it's not 6. It's top 5.
No.
I think it's top 3, but
Knicks
are not in there. I don't care what you say. Knicks are one of the most popular franchises of all time, for sure.
They had the most Hall of Famers ever.
Okay, the Bears got the most Hall of Famers.
They're an iconic franchise.
Okay, but the Bears actually started the league, though.
The Knicks did, too.
The Knicks didn't start the league,
Yes,
bro.
they literally helped start the league.
Okay, but George House is legit one of the founding owners
You
of the
see,
league.
the Knicks literally helped start the league,
Yeah,
bro.
help and actually own a different. The NFC Championship trophy is named after George Allis. It's a different thing. The Knicks are the most popular franchise.
They are a historic franchise.
No.
Bro.
Okay, they're not in the top 5, bro.
It's the Knicks,
no.
the Sixers,
Okay.
the Lakers,
Okay.
Celtics, and then Warriors.
I agree with all them except for the Knicks.
You really just don't like the Knicks.
That has nothing to do with the Knicks.
The Knicks are in there, bro.
No, the Knicks are the most popular.
They have the most Hall of Famers ever, bro.
I don't care.
And they have 2 rings. I think they have 2, maybe 3 rings.
The last time they won a championship, the NBA didn't really have a trophy.
So?
Just not counting that, bro.
People gonna say the last time that they won, we have high def for the Bulls.
Okay, that's different. High def is different.
High def been around a very long time now.
Okay, but even if you count, 2 championships they won?
I think 2.
I can't put them
They
in
have
there.
the most Hall of Famers ever.
We gonna put 2 champions. Might put the fucking Pistons in there. Like
they up there.
They not over no top 5.
No, they not top 5, but they up there.
If we doing top 5 most popular franchise for sure.
No, they're one of the most historic. The Knicks are the most historic franchise.
Nah, I'm not rolling.
Which is why it hurts that there's that they've been in a period.
No, it hurts because it's fucking New York.
Yeah, but also they're also, like I said, a historic franchise, bro.
I'm not disagreeing.
They're
with that.
not the Nets, G.
Of course they're not the Nets. The Nets really have the Nets' biggest problem was they moved to Brooklyn. They had fans when they were in Jersey.
Yeah, they had fans in Jersey.
They just came on the wrong block. Like there's more actual Nets fans than our Clippers fans.
1,000%.
Like so that's
1,000%.
Like you can be a second city and a second team to have fan.
I mean,
base.
the Nets have a extensive history. Though.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can be a city's second team to have fans. The White Sox don't have Cubs fans. They still have a big fan base. Mets ain't the Yankees. They got a big fan base. But the Knicks are just when people say, "Oh, it's better if the Knicks win." No, it's better if New York teams win. It ain't got nothing to do.
It got
with
something
the
to do with the
Knicks.
Knicks.
It don't.
Cause the Nets, it doesn't really.
Every time you turn on the TV, you hearing goddamn Lakers and the goddamn Nets
G,
every day.
G, if Kyrie Irving played on the Knicks this year, they would have been outside the mayor's office.
Yeah, but they still probably like the Yankees run that town. That's the only reason.
I feel you, but can you imagine if KD and Kyrie was on the Knicks?
I mean, yeah, but would they already talk about him every day?
It would be worse.
Yeah, but it's just I don't think it'd be that much worse.
Okay.
I think it's the New York market. Like I will never, and this has nothing to do with my hate for the Knicks. I really have no issue with the team. It's the fan base.
We just don't like New Yorkers at times. Because New Yorkers think, New York!
They the most arrogant motherfuckers.
Oh, that's a great pass. They think they're the center of the universe.
They really do. Like
now,
I think you're talking about one of the homies.
why.
That's a fun city. But one of the homies said, like, they was talking about Chicago like we fucking, like.
Pennsylvania, like, bro, stop.
Like, come on, bro.
Y'all
like,
skyline track. Gee, what are you talking about, bro? It's one of the most, probably the most.
We can't say on this podcast. We will be repeating on summer sessions about this.
We probably have the most famous skyline in America.
For sure.
Like skyline in America.
For sure, 100%. But it's just like I agree with every other team.
Yes.
I don't agree with the Knicks.
The Bulls are right outside.
I think the Bulls over the Knicks.
No.
The Bulls over the Knicks. Michael Jordan, 6 championships.
Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan and the Bulls are something else.
It's definitely like Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, but it's still you still can't tell Michael Jordan's story. You can't tell not Magic, but
I've heard one Jackson 5 song. 2.
Okay,
the ABC.
You don't count.
I'm just saying.
You don't count.
But look.
You know the Jackson 5 are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame separately from Michael Jackson too.
That's dope. The Bulls are a historic franchise, but they just not top 5.
No, that's top 5, bro.
They're not top 5.
I'm not, bro.
The Knicks are over them, G.
No, they're not, bro.
Michael Jordan literally himself on the documentary said maybe I can make the Bulls a iconic franchise like the Sixers or the Knicks.
And that was in 1984 when he got drafted.
What you mean?
We're talking about in 2022 how much the Bulls have done since then.
It's still the Knicks, G.
I don't give a damn what
the league been around 75 years, bro.
You
gotta look at the totality of all 75.
And I'm looking at the totality. They're not in the top 5.
Okay.
They not.
They
in
have
the
the most
top
Hall of Famers ever.
I don't give a damn.
That don't matter to you?
No, it don't.
Okay.
That just means you've been out longer.
They had the most Hall of Famers.
It just means you've been out longer.
Longevity.
The Bears have the number 1 because they've been out longer. Ain't because they've been
They
just been
are
a great
historic
team.
franchise.
Yeah, they're a historic franchise because their owner actually made the league.
But they also are. First of all, they won a whole bunch of NFC championships. They can say look, Super Bowl era.
In the Super Bowl era, no.
Super Bowl era Bears ain't really been on shit. But if you look at the total
yeah, if you want to look at totality, they got the second most championships.
Yeah, they have a historic franchise.
Yeah, but the Knicks don't. The Heat got more championships than the Knicks.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
But the Heat ain't been around long enough for me to put them there. They ain't been around long enough.
The Knicks are a more popular franchise than the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat are more storied franchise than the New York Knicks.
I'm pretty sure
100%.
The Knicks. I'm pretty sure they also helped start the league. I'm pretty sure they helped start.
Yeah, help starting and your owner actually starting the league are two different things.
Hold on. I'm reading. The team was established by Ned Irish in 1946, one of the founding members of the BAA, which became the NBA.
Who was the owner of the NBA though? Who actually founded the NBA?
He was the team, the man, Ned Irish helped.
Yeah,
he was one of the people who helped establish the league.
Yeah, I'm not rolling, bro. There's nothing you can tell me convince me the Knicks are over the Bulls in that aspect.
And the Knicks made 3 consecutive finals in the 50s.
Okay, the Bulls made 6. And won all of them.
I'm just saying.
And won all of them.
I'm just saying.
No.
Ned helped the man. Yeah.
Tear down Madison Square Garden right now. We're not talking about the Knicks as much as we do.
Okay, but that's part of the lore.
What lore?
It's the Knicks.
We gotta keep it real about the Madison Square Garden, bro. People love it because of what other teams do to them.
Yes, but it's the most famous basketball stadium in the world.
Because of what other players do.
I'm not arguing that, but it's the most famous basketball stadium in the world.
Okay, but what does that do in the Knicks argument? How does it help the Knicks?
The most famous Knick moment in Madison Square Garden is
Reggie Miller doing a choke sign.
It's probably no. It's Willis Reed walking onto the court. To be fair, it's Willis Reed walking onto the court.
That's not over that. Man.
Yes, it is, bro.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro.
No,
we just grew up on that.
I think about like 30 other Garden moments before I get to that.
Yeah, because we wasn't alive for it, but it's probably the most famous Knicks moment.
Okay, I wasn't alive for when Kareem got injured and Magic had to play 5 positions and win.
Yeah, but I can think of more famous moments than Kareem getting injured in Lakers history.
Yeah, because they're actually
the Shaq and Kobe lob is probably, in my opinion,
they're the most iconic team.
The Shaq and Kobe lob, in my opinion,
the Knicks
is probably the most famous staples in the moment.
Oh, by far.
And probably if I had most famous foreign moment, I don't know.
We probably can't go that far. But
I would probably say the clothesline, honestly. When Kurt Rambis got clothesline.
Nah.
That's up there.
It's up there, but that's some other moment. We gotta go back and watch some documentaries. That was a long time ago.
Facts. But
and them finals was on tape delay.
It was on tape delay.
No, I'm just not agreeing with the Knicks. I agree with all them other teams. I give them other teams.
The Knicks
Bulls
up there,
in that
bro.
5. I'm not putting the Knicks in that 5.
The Knicks all over the Bulls.
Not,
now the Bulls can come in at 6, fair, but they're not in the top 5.
Bro, you can't do that, bro.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Championships matter.
They got 2 of them.
They got 6.
And they helped start the league.
Last time I checked, 6 is bigger than 2.
Their old owner literally helped found the NBA.
Okay, well,
same with George Halas.
Okay, but look, I'm the biggest Bears fan you know.
They're a historic franchise. I'm not even looking good to the Bears.
They are, but it's like, are they
They're
really?
Like, yes, bro.
I guess, man.
But ain't the fucking team around 100 years?
102 years.
They have don't they have the most Hall of Famers?
Yes.
They have a rich football history.
Yeah.
It's just that in the Super Bowl era, they really ain't been on shit.
Okay, cool. But even if you want to talk about Super Bowl era, the Super Bowl shuffle was way more important to sports culture than anything the Knicks have done.
You were lying.
That's not. Name one thing Knicks have done that's more important than Super Bowl in American lexicon culture. You can't name one thing.
Beat the Knicks.
Who?
Be the Knicks.
No. We still talk about the Super Bowl shuffle. That was 40 years ago.
In fucking Chicago.
Every time somebody wins the championship, are they going to do Super Bowl? This is on ESPN. It gets brought up every year. I get tired of hearing that song. Every year. Well, the Bears made the song before they won the champ every year.
Patrick Ewing is regarded as Patrick Ewing is fired.
Is regarded as one of the biggest losers in the history of the NBA.
But listen though. Patrick Ewing is regarded as one of the best players. If Patrick Ewing played in Indiana, he is not Patrick Ewing.
If was the 5th, we'd all be drunk.
I'm just saying, if Patrick Ewing played in Indiana, we do not revere him as we do Patrick Ewing.
You're selling me more of a
John
New York.
Starks is famous, G.
Yeah, because it's New York.
Because it's the Knicks, bro. It's also because it's the Knicks, G.
I'm just not.
It's the Knicks, bro.
If we're doing most popular teams, for sure, iconic, absolutely.
They are iconic franchise.
Mike be going through it when they be losing, man. Look at Mike, drunk. What you got in that cup, man? Look at Mike. Mike got that Hitler stash under there. He wild as hell. Imagine having a mask with your logo on it. That's gotta be hard. That's gotta be hard. Like Mike
has his logo on the Pistons jersey. He won.
He won. I don't care what Isaiah Thomas say. When we beat him 3-8, that's true.
That's dope. My logo is on your. You don't even have a logo.
You don't.
My logo is on the jersey. I won.
Yeah, man. That's just look.
I won the war.
The Knicks gotta win some more, man. That's my only complaint with. They gotta win some more, bro. Like nobody cares.
I'm telling you.
Like honestly, outside Knicks fans, nobody cares.
What you mean?
Remember how you just brought it with Chicago? And outside of New York, nobody cares about the Knicks.
Outside of Chicago, nobody cares about the Bears.
I disagree with that.
Who cares about the Bears outside of Chicago?
A lot of people talk about the Bears are on national TV every fucking year.
The Knicks are too.
And they shouldn't be.
The Knicks are too.
Okay, that's a good point. But still.
How many national televised games the Knicks had this year?
Way too many.
They had a Christmas game.
Knicks always have a Christmas game.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm still not putting them top 5.
They're top 5, bro.
I'm still not putting top 5.
The Bulls ain't had a Christmas game since when?
It's been a while.
Exactly. Wanna know why? That's important.
That's because Madison Square Garden ain't got nothing to do with the Knicks.
That's part of the Knicks, bro.
I disagree.
It's part of the Knicks, bro.
I'm not. You gotta separate the two, bro. You gotta separate the two.
It's part of the Knicks.
You got look. The Yankees got a new Yankee Stadium. We still talk about the fucking Yankees.
Yeah, but it's the fucking Yankees are probably the most important baseball franchise ever.
They're probably the most important sports franchise ever.
That's fair. They're probably the most important franchise. That's fair.
That's iconic.
I mean, but the Knicks are. Oh, they're not the Yankees, but they're around that same level.
No, they're not.
No. They're around the same level.
So my man Al, he told me the Giants more important than New York than the Knicks.
That's because football is more important than basketball in America. And the Giants probably one of the most popular, the most iconic.
And you know why? Because they won championships. They have 4 championships in the modern era.
Okay.
2 with Parcells, 2 with Eli.
But even going back before the modern era, the NFC when they was playing the NFC championship, they have a couple of those too.
They didn't win shit before Parcells and them guys.
Bro, I'm talking about hold on, New York Giants NFC. I'm pretty sure they have a whole bunch of NFC championships too before the NFL was created.
They did not make the Super Bowl prior to the 80s, bro.
Nah, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the prior Super Bowl era.
Winning though, bro. Like the Knicks.
But
need
you gotta
to
count,
win, bro.
G. You gotta count, bro. They had in the National Football League. They won 8 championships.
Okay, that's 8.
No, they won. No, they won 4.
Okay. 4 championships, 4 Super Bowls.
They have 8 total.
So 8 total. How many Knicks got total?
I think 2.
My point exactly. You need more. You need more, bro. You can't.
They have 2.
Exactly. So I think the Bulls and the Knicks will switch spots, bro.
I disagree with that.
They gotta switch spots.
They original owner helped found the league, bro.
That's cool. No.
Helped found the league. But it's been Hoops and Brews. Let's start to wrap up. Let's get out of here. Scott, get your plug in. Tell the people where they can find you at. Also tell them about.
Yeah, follow me at BarbChair Scott on Twitter, Instagram. Yo, we trying to. We are going, but we got to prove to cover the NFL draft in Vegas in 2 weeks, man. We need a little help financially getting there because it sprung up on us last minute. Because the NFL took all day to recruit our players. But we appreciate them for approving our request. We trying to get up to like a $3,000 goal. We about halfway there. We like about $1,300 right now. So any donation that y'all can make will be appreciated. A shout out to all 41 of y'all who have donated. If you want to help us, there'll be a link here. You can put the link on the screen, or whoever puts the link on the screen, so you can help up the GoFundMe. Even if you can't pay anything, a retweet, a post in your IG story, that would be helpful, man. And we can go out there and we can give y'all some great 79th and Hallis content for the draft. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, shout out that. And as always, y'all know where to find me at Pavy World, Pavy, all word, all one word. Follow Hoops and Brews, Hoops, the letter N Brews on Twitter, Instagram, all of that. Keep streaming my music. Pavy anywhere on any they getting cooked now. Pavy anywhere on any social media, on any not social media streaming site. So yeah, man, follow me and it's been Hoops and Brews.
Yes, sir.
Till next time.